Hi everybody, welcome back to this channel. Thank you very much for joining us once again. Okay, so this is the 2024 trial exam paper from Free State Province, right? We're gonna look at this question, quite tricky question really, on application of calculus. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. Just turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified every time when we drop. Again guys, you can support the channel by clicking on the join button. The different ways in which you can support. Without wasting any time, let's get into it. Okay, question 9. At a price of 400 rands per bag, 200 bags are sold. For every 20 rand increase in the price of the bags, 4 fewer bags are sold. At what price must the bags be sold to maximize? Keyword: maximize the what? The profit. Okay, so this is an application of calculus question, guys. It's quite similar to a question we did on application of calculus. Very tricky kinds of question. The structuring is the same, right? It's just that now they are focusing on the price of bags and and all that. The other one that is similar to this structure is the one about a hotel room. That is how many rooms, and if you increase the price by 100 rand, then two rooms will be vacant, something like that. So it's similar to that one. I'm just gonna post it on the description, and at the end of this video you'll be able to click on it and also watch it as well, right? To conceptualize this kind of problem, they're just changing now they're dealing with bags and and all that. Okay, let's go and explore how to solve this. Obviously, if I want to maximize the profit, I must get the equation of the profit, right? In this case, I'm just gonna treat the profit as the income, guys, right? The money that I'll get, income, I'm representing it at I. Obviously, the profit will be the same as what? The number of bags that you have sold multiplied by the what? By the price. Okay, so to represent this in terms of letters, I can just say I equals to N times P, right? Where N represent the number of bags and the P will represent what? Will represent the price. Okay, so that's the idea. At this point we can't derive because we don't have the same variables, so we must actually use this information given to express and to get to one variable, right? So we can go and create an equation for the number of bags, right? And what is happening here, guys, is that at a price of 400 you will sell 200 bags, right? But when you increase, now for every increase of the price of the bag by 20 rands, right? When you increase by 20 rand, what is happening? 4 fewer bags are sold. It means at 400 we know that 200 bags will be sold, right? But then if I increase by what? By 20 rand, if I'm now at 420, I'm gonna sell how many? 4 fewer bags. That is 200 minus 4. In a way, we'll be left with 196 bags. So that is what is happening, right? We need to find an expression representing these things that are happening, right? In terms of the number of bags, right? Okay, so obviously we know that the total number of bags at 400 rand, we have how many? 200 bags. Okay, so I'm saying 200 bags, but something is happening as we increase that price, right? As we increase this price, what is happening is that if we increase by 20 rand, we'll sell 4 less than, right? 4 fewer bags. Okay, so we must get an expression now that inside here, when we increase that price by 20 rand, we actually sell 4 fewer bags. So that expression should be able to, when it reach 420, right? When it reach 420, obviously that is 20 rand extra. It will be able to give us a factor of 1 here, so that it will be 200 minus 4 times 1, which remains minus 4, like that. Okay, if we double it to say 440, then it must be able to give us a factor of 2. And that's the most tricky thing about this question, getting that kind of an equation. Okay, I'm just going to try to explain so that you understand. Okay, so what is happening is, obviously, because we want the profit, in this case, to determine the profit, right, we have to find the change in price, right, the change in price, because that will result in extra money, which is the profit in this case. Okay, change in price or increase in price. Okay, the change in price or increase in price in this case will be what? Will be P, which is the price, minus the original 400, right? So this will give us the increase in price. We'll be able to detect, for example, if now someone comes and buys by 410, the price, 410, if we subtract 400, we'll be able to say, okay, there was an increase of 10 rand. Can you see? So it's basically the increase in price. In this case, we are saying the price minus 400. So that if now someone come and purchase by 420, we know that, okay, the increase will be what? Will be 20. Okay, so it is P minus 400 to get that change in price. Okay, but then how do we ensure that when this actually reaches a price increase of 20, we are able to get that factor of 1? So I'm saying the increase in price, which is P minus 400, when it reaches 20, right, that is when 4 fewer bags will be sold. So to get that factor there, that will give me 1. I can just say, okay, the increase in price must be equal to 20, then I divide by 20 both sides. Okay, so if you say P minus 400 divided by 20, you are getting a factor of 1. A factor of 1. Can you see? 20 and 20 will cancel. Okay, so it means that this equation will ensure that when I reach 420, the factor that will be multiplying is 1, which will ensure that 4 fewer bags are actually sold. Can you see? Because if you now come and say 400 and what? And 20 minus 400 divided by 20, can you see that this will be 20 over 20, which will give you that factor of 1 there. Okay, so also if you increase by 440, it's now 40. Can you see? 40 divided by 20, it's giving you a factor of 2, because you'd have increased by 20 rand plus another 20 rand. Can you see now? So how did I determine this expression? What we did is we calculated the increase in price by saying, or change in price, P minus 400. We are checking how much did you increase the price with from 400. Can you see? Hence I have subtracted 400. Then when this reaches what? When this reaches 20, we are trying to get a factor of 1, so that when you say 4 times that 1, it decreases the number of bags by what? By 4. Can you see? So I divide both sides by what? By 20. This cancel, and it gives me P minus 400 divided by 20. Quite a tricky question, really, guys. So it's P minus 400 divided by what? Divided by 20. Now this gives me, it now relates, guys. This now relates what? It now relates the number of bags, and in terms of P, can you see P here now? And that is what we wanted to do, really, so that we express one variable in terms of the other. And now if you go and use that expression, if your price now is 420 minus 400, it will give you 20 over 20. It will decrease your number of bags. It will be 200 minus 4 into 1, which will give you 196. Can you see that it is allowing us to do so? And this question is really exactly similar to the one we did, guys. I want you to also go and watch that session to really conceptualize it, right? The one we did on application of calculus, the one about a hotel and all that. I'm just gonna drop the link as well. Okay, so now we have been able to express, this is the equation of number of bags, right? 200 bags minus 4, but here it's actually allowing that factor there to say when you increase by 20 rand, 4 fewer bags will go away, right? So incorporating that. So now to find the profit formula, where there is n, I can come and replace by 200 minus 4, right, into p minus 400 over 20. Can you see this is being multiplied by what? By p. Okay, we can now simplify this expression, and we'll have what? 200 minus 4 times minus 4 over 20 will give us minus 1 over 5, okay, which is 1 over 5 inside because it's 4 over 20 into p minus 400. Can you see the times p? Then if we simplify, let me delete this. So if we are simplifying this expression, we'll have 200 minus 1 over 5 into we can just say 1 over 5, or all divided by 5 into p minus 400, right? And this is being multiplied by p. So when you take a p, we can simplify inside first, right? Just to simplify inside, we have 200 minus p plus 400 divided by 5. This is multiplied by p. Then the profit formula, p times 200 is 200p, right? Then p times this expression here, right, to be minus, because it will be p squared plus 400p divided by what? Divided by 5. Can you see? I can just simplify it properly or write it properly. Minus 1 over 5 p squared, I'm writing this part, minus 1 over 5 p squared plus 400 divided by 5, which is gonna give us 80p, right, plus 200p. So 80 plus 200p will give us 280p. Okay, we have now found the equation of the profit in terms of a single variable, right? To get the maximum profit, we are going to derive this equation equated to 0, so for p, and get that price that will maximize the what? The profit. Okay, so I'm gonna derive this equation. It's in terms of p. Finding its derivative, we'll have minus 2 over 5p plus 280 when you derive. Then I equate this derivative to 0, then I can solve for what? For p. Okay, so this 280 will go this side, minus 280, this is minus 2 over 5p. Then to solve for p, I can multiply by the reciprocal, which is minus 5 over 2 times minus 5 over 2. This and this cancel, this and this cancel, then the price will be minus 5 over 2, right, being multiplied with minus 280. Okay, so the final answer will be what? 700. Okay, so this will be the price that will maximize because we found the derivative. We can answer the question, at what price must the bags be sold to maximize the profit? So each bag must be sold at what? At 700 rands. Okay, I hope you find this helpful. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you soon. Bye.